Okay, what you want to do to make things easier, what you can do is you can put your brush into a wet wipe or a facial wipe and just basically flatten it between your fingers inside the wet wipe. And then take your color and brush it around the edge. So you don't want to ruin the entire color, so just around the edge. And that will make the brush really thin. As you can see, it's really thin. And it will make the color stand out more. And it's easier to apply as well. Now this is an inspired look. I did read an article on this makeup, and the guy who actually did the makeup, he wrote an article and he wrote how he did it. But it was quite vague. And plus the colors that he used were really expensive. I think it was like Dior and stuff like that. It was really expensive makeup. Okay. So this is what you should be having about now. I don't know whether you can see that properly, but I'll try and take pictures after. And if you want to, since this is an eyeliner look, you can kind of give it a flick at the end. Bring it up from the bottom lid. Like that. Just kind of give it an edge. Okay, and I'm going to do the other eye the same way. Make sure to do the liner really thin in the inner corners of your eye. Oh, this is very, very tricky. I was in, yes, the other day actually, Tuesday it was, and I was in Boots, and I was looking through the Chanel makeup, and I was looking through the same makeup that they used for the Vanity Fair shoot from Watson, and it was £35 for the collection of shades that they used. They used Mystic Eyes, and it's a set of 4 eyeshadows, and they're all absolutely gorgeous colors. I tried them out in my hand and they were absolutely gorgeous. But it was £35 for a set of those, and they were tiny. They were tiny little pots, not even that big. They were so tiny. So, the blush that they used was £28, and it was a little bigger, but it's way too expensive. It was an amazing color as well. It was an orangey, brown, and pink. It was just the most amazing color. But anyway, so I shopped around and I managed to find eyeshadows that were very similar to the ones that they've used. So that is coming soon, either today or sometime this week. I will get that to you as soon as possible because I really want to do that makeup shoot. It's just one of my favorite looks. It was just so beautiful and so pretty. Okay, so what you want to do next is you want to line your eyes. So I'm taking my Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer by Rimmel London. It's smudger at the end, and what's really good about this is it has smudger, And if you take that out, it has a little sharpener, which is really cute. So I'm basically going to line the eyes, just following the color, again getting bigger as I go out. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just stick to the waterline and let the color do all the talking. So go as close to the lash line as you possibly can. Right into the inner corner. And the same on the bottom lid, right at the lash line. And I'm reading actually a few books at the minute. I'm reading Water for Elephants and VMA, obviously. And I'm reading On the Road. And I have to say my favourite is Water for Elephants. It is just so good. Within the first few pages I was crying my eyes out. And then during the last chapter that I've just read, crying my eyes out completely. It was just, it's so sad, it's so moving, the way she's written everything, it's so emotional. But it's an amazing book, I love it. Back on the makeup, if you want to do the same thing as you did with the colour, if you just want to give a flick at the end, and just add your own little bit to the makeup. Okay. If you want to, you can go back over the colour, because I think I am going to go back over the colour. I don't actually have any tissues. I don't have any tissues, so I'm just going to be using a cotton bud or whatever, just to dry it off. You can put a lot of this colour on because it is quite a pink. It's more of a pinky purple than a burgundy. I found it hard trying to find the right colour with a relatively cheap tag price. Or I cannot speak. Price tag. Oh, I swear, it's just, I've just been so tired the past couple of days. Sorry, it's going to my head. I just need a good 24 hours sleep. Okay, so you can, as I said, you can put a lot of this colour on because it is quite pink. But again, go over it with the black because you don't want to completely drown out your black. Sorry this light is so bright, but I can't seem to fix the brightness on the computer. This is my mom's laptop. And I just made a mistake, it's just a bit too black, so I'm just going to smudge it a little bit on the lower lash line.